So, just a recap video on sort of the four main ways I'm going to be controlling Tyrone. Sort of the four variations of the elbow knee escape Tyrone would want to be doing from half guard bottom, depending on what control I have. So again, from my perspective, I want the crossface and an underhook would be even better. And now I can start to flatten Tyrone out. Obviously from here, once I get his shoulders on the mat, I can start now to work my guard pass. So that will be one perspective where I have the crossface underhook. Another thing that we looked at from here, instead of having a crossface, I can have a reverse crossface. And then I'd be turning my hip and starting to work freeing my knee as well. And then we also looked at the reverse underhook, which is more now head control and control of Tyrone's shoulders. The better thing about the reverse underhook is possibly back exposure, so I could be a little bit more offensive from half guard top from those positions. So let's just take a look at how we deal with each of those scenarios. So we looked at, the first thing we looked at was just your half elbow escape, dealing with that. Anytime Tyrone is beating me in the grips, so in other words, obviously if I'm playing knee shield half guard, there's no way he's getting cross faces and underhooks on me. But if he wins the battle of upper body grips and has me in the worst case scenario, which is where he has the cross face and the underhook, and I've lost the battle of upper body grips, this is when I need to switch to lower body. Okay, I need to start winning the battle below, and then working, once I get control of the lower limbs, then I can start being offensive and getting control of the upper limbs. So we looked at on week one of this mesocycle was the inverted right knee. So again, just from that position, I'm going to plant my foot on the mat. I'm not going into big detail on this, there's separate vids on them all. And I just turn my right knee towards the mat. And now I get my right knee in front of Tyrone's left hip. And now from this position, I bring my other leg in and I pinch. And now I'm just arching my back. Now I can start to swim in frames. I've got lower body, now I've got upper body. I can move my hip back, and now I'm back into knee shield again. Let's just look at that one more time. So again, from our position, he's won the upper body battle, so it's just the inverted knee to get my knee in. If Tyrone drives forward from here, just that pressure on his knee alone. My second knee's pinching, and now from there I'm just arching my back and trying to get inside position. From there now I can move my hip back and we're in the knee shield half guard, or if you choose to, I possibly might go to butterfly, whatever your preference is. Let's look if it's a little bit more tighter. We looked at then the double elbow escape. So nothing's really changed. It starts the same as the half elbow escape from our position. Sometimes what I might do is I might use that arm just to create a little bit of space, and I start connecting my knee in front of the hip. I pinch. Now from this position, as I start to move my body back and get inside control with my right hand, from there I can hip escape again, the double elbow escape, and start to bring my knee in front of a shoulder. Notice the way now when I bring the other knee up, we're nearly into clamp guard, and now this underhook that Tyrone had is not advantageous for him now. So again, I can control the head, start working on freeing my leg, and then we can start getting into triangles or whatever from that position. Just one more time on that. So possibly if the half elbow escape isn't working, so let's just I stretch him out a little bit, start to get my elbow in, or my knee inside, I pinch. He's a little bit tighter this time. So now I can't bring this hand inside to get back into knee shield half guard. So again, from there I can stretch him away, and now start to shrimp again. And I brought my knee in front of his shoulder. Second knee's coming up, taking advantage of this open elbow, find the head, extract the foot into the triangle trap, and then I can start to work submissions from there. Maybe from half guard he's beat the hand battle and he's went for that reverse crossface. His goal is to bring this knee in and try to walk his right foot up. Again, I've made the triangle, so he'll be looking to extract his knee. So we talked about last time how I need to get his right knee down to the mat. So just a pinch, and now I just flare my knees out and my hand finds the armpit. And now I just start stretching him away, keeping him away with a stiff arm, not a bent arm. And then I build the base to my elbow. I know Tyrone wants to come back, and as he does, we have butterfly. Again, all right on that. So he has the reverse crossface. So this elbow will be tight in my head, bro. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, nice. So we're here. So again, from that position, I just make the triangle. And then I want to get his knee to the mat, and as I turn onto my side, I'm pushing on the armpit. My goal is for my right knee to beat Tyrone's left hip. So from there, I just move my hips back. Hooks come in, and then we can start to play the game. And then the last was the reverse underhook. So this time, he's got head and arm position. Okay. So again, from there, there's a lot of weight on my hip, so my hand is gonna grab the back of the belt. I bring back my elbow, okay, and now from this position, it's all about me getting the profile of my right knee. So again, I'm just going to start turning it towards the mat, so my knee beats his knee line. I can move my hip, start to work the back. Again, when we were playing around with that, probably Tyrone can shut that down. When I come up to my elbow here, he's pinching with his knees from this position. There's no way, even if I turn my knees down and my belly's facing the mat, there's just no way I'm going to extract my right knee. Perfect. Once he's pinching with his knees, his base is less, so I'm just going to hit him with the hip bump. He might defend. Now the only way to stay on top is he has to stop pinching with his knees and start bringing his left leg out a little bit further, and when he does, you're on the back. So that's just going over the four main points of control from half guard top, and the four pathways you want to be thinking about using your elbow knee variations.